Hello and welcome to SG Speechless. Today's videos will be lyric skin combos. Let's get into this video. This video is going to be combos for lyric, which will be found in the item shop under the Coachella tab and can be bought separately for 1,500 V-Bucks or with the Rocking at Coachella Bundle for 2,800 V-Bucks. If you ever would like to use my credit code for any cosmetics in the item shop, for example the lyric skin, my credit code is SPEECH or speech. Do decide to use it, feel free to let me know, and thank you personally. It is also a summer version of the skin, the Desert Dawn lyric, as you can see right here. The lyric skin is part of the Coachella set, introduced in Chapter 3, Season 2, has selectable styles and is music reactive as well. The styles are lyric, the festive chick, which basically doesn't have the glasses on for the first style, and then the cosmic equalizer. So I made 5 combos for the first 2 styles, or first style. I'm using them on the glasses, but you can use obviously one without glasses if you'd like to, and then 5 for the cosmic equalizer as well. First combo's back bling is Black Shield, part of the Fortnite set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 2's Back Pass, and is a Black Knight's back bling from that season. He was a tier 70 skin on the max tier skin, using it mainly for the black design. You can also use a blackened shield, banner shield, anything like that would work nicely. Pickaxe is DC series, Catwoman's grappling claw, part of the Batman 0 point set, introduced in Chapter 2 Season 6, and is Catwoman Zero's pickaxe, works nicely for the blacked out design. The umbrella I decided to use for all combos is the One Shot, part of the John Wick set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 9. You got this umbrella for getting Victory Royale umbrella, obviously Victory Royale to get the umbrella in a John Wick Bounty LTM. If you don't have this one, you can use the back glider, Catwing, Wingspan, Silver Surface Surfboard and Remix umbrella, and that's for the standard style. And for the cosmic equalizer, you could use a Comet Crasher, Convergence, Spyfire, Swarm, Celestia, or even for example the remix spell, the One Shot once again for black. Contrail for all combos is Ooze, but the Bleakest Bedlam set, introduced in Chapter 2 Remix's Back Pass, using it for the blacked out design, but you can use any other contrails. Could be black themed or like purple themed, blue themed, but you use the second style, but I thought I'd just stick with black, so it works nicely for both of the styles. First combo's weapon wrap is Boogeyman, part of the John Wick set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 9, works perfectly for the blacked out design. I forgot to mention, but all combos will be shown up in-game at the end of the video. Make sure to keep a timestamp description and comments down below as well. Combo number 2's back bling now is Icon Series, Studded Skull, part of the Juice WRLD set, introduced in Chapter 2 Remix, using the reactivity of the silver and black design. Pickaxe is Icebreaker, part of the Arctic Command set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 1, using this for the black and silver design. Also, let's move on to the weapon wrap now, which is black and silver themed, can be bought in the item shop. Assassin, part of the John Wick set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 9. Let's move on to the third combo for lyric now. Back bling is Backboard, part of the Hang Time set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 9. Stick with the default style for the blacked out deck. Pickaxe is Studded Axe, part of the Sharp Style set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 5, works perfectly for the silver. Let's move on to the third weapon wrap now, fully blacked out once again. Stealth Black, part of the Air Royale set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 8. This can be bought in the item shop. If you do own the Tie-Dye Abyss, if you make your banner colour black, pretty much makes the Tie-Dye Abyss fully blacked out. Let's move on to the next combo now, combo number 4. For this one, I thought I'd go for a music themed backbling pickaxe and weapon wrap as well. Backbling is Icon Series, Shady Boombox, part of the M&M set, introduced in Chapter Fortnite OG, Season Fortnite OG, works nicely for the silver and black design and music theme in general, also reactive as well. Pickaxe is Diamond Jack, Icon Series Pickaxe, part of the Travis Scott set, introduced in Chapter 2 Season 2. If you don't have this one, you can use the AXO, which is a weekend's pickaxe, work nicely as well. The weapon wrap, as I mentioned, is music themed, EQ, part of the Twin Turntable set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season X's Back Pass, works nicely for the black and is music theme in general, animated and reactive as well, as you can see with the actual orange, which is pretty clean. Let's move on to the fifth combo for lyric now. For this one, I thought I'd make a combo that's from items Chapter 5 or newer. It could be item shop or battle pass. Backbling Shadow Shroud, part of the Thousand Faces set, introduced in Chapter 6 Season 1's Battle Pass, and his day goes back from that season using the standard style for the black. Pickaxe is Stun Knife, Game & Legends Series Pickaxe, part of the Sneaking set, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 1's Battle Pass, and was Solid Snake's pickaxe from that season. He was a secret skin, using it for the blacked out design, as you can see right here, black and carbon fibre. The weapon wrap is the Underworld Camo, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 3. You got this for doing challenges, basically the same challenges you got the Cybertruck for. You got this for doing some of the challenges or the same challenges as well. Works nicely for the black, as you see here, and a little bit of grey as well. Let's move on to combo number 6 for Lyric now. We're on to the second style, or technically the third style, but the second different looking style, the Cosmic Equalizer. Back bling is Dark 6 String. Dark Series back bling, part of the Volume 11 set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 1. I thought I'd use a music related back bling. Works nicely for the purple, a little bit of pink as well. Pickaxe is Dark Axe, Dark Series as well, introduced in Chapter 1, Season X. Basically, the default pickaxe from Chapter 1, but Dark Series design. You can also use the Axe Trail form, anything galaxy themed would work nicely. Once again, the umbrella is one shot and the contrail is ooze. Ref wrap for this combo is this one right here. Purple themed, Midas Shadow, part of the Fortnite Mayor's 2020 set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 4. You can also switch up using Nebulark or Nebulaic. I can never remember how to say it. Any galaxy themed one. It can be purple themed, purple blue themed, anything like that. Even say, for example, the Maximum Drift would work nicely as well. Combo number 7 now for Lyric. I thought I'd use a galaxy themed back bling, which is DC Series Dimensional Gate, part of the Teen Titans set, introduced in Chapter 6, Season 6's Back Pass, and it's Rebirth Raven's back bling from that season. If you do have the Galaxy skin and the Galaxy's back bling, that's quite nice, anything Galaxy related. Pickaxe is Vision, part of the Ouroboros set, introduced in Chapter 1, Season 7, using it for the black and blue design, can be bought in the item shop. Let's move on to Red Wrap now for Combo 7, which is Galaxy themed Star Scout, part of the Galaxy Pack set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 3, can be bought in the item shop, using it for the Galaxy theme, and obviously the blue as well on the top of the actual barrel, works pretty cool as well. If you don't have this one, you can use the Nebulark or Nebulaic, I can never remember how to say it, but either way, combo number 8 now for Lyric. Back bling is Crew Series Flatline, part of the Shining Skull set, introduced in Chapter 3, Season 1. Works nicely for the music theme of the skin, also reactivity of the skin as well. As you see, this actual back bling is reactive as well. Works nicely for the music theme and just obviously a purple, pink, and blue design as well. Pickaxe is also music themed Vox, part of the Sky Style set, introduced in Chapter 1, Season 9. If you don't have this pickaxe, it's from the back pass. You can use any other instrument you could have, obviously from the Fortnite Festival game mode. Anything pink theme, purple theme, even black theme would work nicely. Let's move on to the ref wrap now for this combo, which is Fin Flare, part of the Coachella set, introduced Chapter 3, Season 2, animated and reactive ref wrap. Works nicely for the music theme, and this can be bought separately or with the bundle, which is a Rocking at Coachella Bundle. Since I bought the bundle, I got it included, but works nicely for the music theme nonetheless. Let's move on to the 9th combo now for Lyric. Back bling is fully blacked out, Lil Black Heart, part of the Higiri set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 8's Back Pass, stick with the standard style, and is Charlotte's back bling for that season. Pickaxe is Driver, part of the T-Doff set, introduced in Chapter 1, Season 8, to be bought in the item shop, using it for the black, blue, and silver design. Let's move on to Red Wrap now for this combo, which is Per Aspera Ad Astra, I think that's how I say it, part of the IWD 2022 set, introduced in Chapter 3, Season 1. It was a web wrap we could get on International Women's Day on 2022, or in 2022 I should say. Works nicely for the purple and blue design. Pretty cool animation pattern as well. Per Aspera Ad Astra, so that's probably not how you say it, but either way, works nicely for the colour scheme, as you can see right here. Let's move on to the final combo now for Lyric. And the back bling is Clicky Keys, Icon Series back bling, part of the Click set, introduced in Chapter 6, Season 2, using it for the rainbow and the colourful design, as you see with the actual keys, all different colours. RGB, obviously different colours with the purple, the blue, the green, the yellow, and all that good stuff. Pickaxe is gaming keyboard as well, Quirky Axe, part of the 1337 Fleet, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 7. Works nicely for the actual design of the pickaxe, just obviously the colour scheme, and also the fact it's a gaming keyboard, goes nicely with the clicky keys. Let's move on to the final web wrap now, which is white themed with a little bit of blue, a little bit of green, just all the different colours. Goes nice with the keyboard, and also goes nice with both of the keyboards, which is squaring off, introduced in Chapter 4, Season 1, has a nice animation pattern as well. That's all the skin combos done for Lyric skin. One of my viewers did suggest for me to make combos for Sunset Alto, so I'm going to definitely make combos for that at some point in the next coming days, or definitely at some point next week if I don't get it done, for example, over the weekend. But if you ever do have any other Fortnite related videos, for example, could be skin, backbling, pickaxe, glider, umbrella, contrail, or web wrap, or anything other Fortnite related, so feel free to let them know in the comments down below. Always down to give something new a go. But anyways, that's pretty decent.